救救我！
报告老大，没有发现任何异常。啊，他在那儿，抓住他！
已清除全部障碍。让您久等了，迪安卡大人。嗨，一边就过，不愧是丽塔大人。
Yeah, we're here for the Rita content.
救命啊！谁来救救我？
报告老大，没有发现任何异常。啊，他在那儿，抓住他！
已清除全部障碍。让您久等了，迪安卡大人。嗨，一边就过，不愧是丽塔大人。
Got it on the first take, as expected. Look at all the amped up shaders. Those shaders aren't that reflective in game, you know?
跟紧我，德丽莎大人。
Dude, she kicks like she's Nefer from Genshin.
你的时间不多。
Unfortunately, you don't have that much time left.
休息日的，每天他要为尤兰戴尔制作营养早餐，为德丽莎处理棘手工作，指点苏珊娜训练，并在娜塔莎的任务结束后立刻营养早餐。每天他要为丽塔的日程表上是没有休息日的。
Rita doesn't have doesn't take breaks. All right, she doesn't have a day off.
每天他要为尤兰戴尔制作营养早餐。
She makes breakfast for Bianca, chores for Teresa, training for Susanna, something for Natasha. Oh yeah, for her orphanage, helping out her orphanage.
只要尤兰戴尔推开家门，丽塔一定会刚刚做好晚饭。
And when Durando comes home, Rita already has dinner finished.
大家都很惊讶，丽塔什么时候当了特工？
Yeah, when did Rita become a spy? Or a secret agent?
采取另外一种更为隐秘而低调的行动，特工就是在这个背景下诞生的，丽塔的全新身份。
So she basically goes over like, okay, now Shixel doesn't need, you know, active frontline troopers.
这次的丽塔的新装甲呢，想给人一种混入人群中、穿着礼服的一个冷酷危险的形象。
They wanted to give her a sense of danger.
部分会少了很多，但是我们还是
like the idea that she's dangerous.
那种优雅的气质。
A lot of graceful vibes, but they still have the motifs, the rose motifs.
那种倒钩一样在引诱着敌人，就像一个蝎子的尾巴一样，让人不寒而栗。当他使用技能的时候呢，他的大腿会发出象征着他力量的一个蓝色的幽光。
结合 IP 设定，这样优雅的造型不太适合随时拿着镰刀。最终，我们决定选择体术作为这次丽塔的主要战斗方式。
Like, oh yeah, being a spy is not conducive for using a scythe. So we had to come up with a different combat style for her. This part's really funny. 2 parts for her combat. Hips and legs. The hips is how you convey the motion and the power. And then the legs, even though it's mostly blocked by the dress, but once it's moving, see, you could hear how the dev is so excited to talk about this, right?
这次丽塔在战斗中的核心能力是重现。丽塔在攻击期间进行重现，并在原地留下一个幻象，幻象会继续完成未完成的攻击。丽塔会重新出现，并再次释放一次类似的攻击。通过重现，我们希望展现出丽塔在战斗中让敌人琢磨不定的形象，并鼓励玩家用更短的时间打出更多的攻击。
I wonder how much cross-pollination of ideas. Oh man, that is so cool how they storyboard everything. So yeah, again, right? Like, how much crossover do they have with the Genshin action designers? Because it's a lot of similar concepts with the Nefer. The Nefer combat, right? Because Nefer also summons 3 clones.
如果一定要提个建议，那就是在潜入作战时，丽塔必须克服内心帮忙打扫和摆盘的本能。无论是教学还是任务，大家都相信丽塔一定能做到完美。这份信任是丽塔严于律己的回馈，更是她不断向前的动力。
特工丽塔，随时待命。
Very cool. I really like that part where they actually do storyboarding for the ult animation. I think that's so smart.
想要展示丽塔的全魅力，那就必须牢牢抓住2个部位。
Maybe one action animation think tank and they just use all the results.
尤其是在全裸背的情况下，柔软且有力的腰部动作会时刻吸引我们的注意力。其次，腿虽然在常态下会被装甲挡住的，但一旦动起来，以腰带把挥洒自如，行云流水。
I need to learn animation, Simser. There's no market for it, but like I feel like that would be so cool, bro. I believe this is actually part of the, either it's going to be in the outfit demo or it's going to be... Is that going to be the victory screen? One of the victory screens? She has like 2 victory screens?
丽塔在攻击期间进行重现，会在原地留下一个幻象，幻象会继续完成未完成的攻击。丽塔会重新出现，并再次释放一次类似的攻击。通过重现，我们希望展现出丽塔在战斗中让敌人琢磨不定的形象。 并鼓励玩家用更短的时间打出更多的攻击。
释放大招时，丽塔会犹如跳起一只死亡的华尔兹一般，拿出。
I love this part right here where that you can see this is the animatronic, right? This is basically they took a bunch of storyboards and cut it together in the runtime.
迅速召唤出2个残影，协助本体一起发动凌厉的攻击。
哇哦，3倍丽塔，
这谁看了不迷糊？
任务结束。
This is so good.
下一次，您还是我的搭档。
But this is also like the victory screen, right? Like how do they have multiple victory screens? Is it just multiple victory screens, or am I like is it gonna be? Hold on. Okay, so first things first, as is usual on beta, we have to like go through and collect all the old loot, right? We have to get all the old content out of the mailbox, because sometimes the beta builds, they just forget to put stuff in, and they're like, alright, here's the beta build, oh, here's all the stuff we forgot. So all the year 1 stigmatas, you know. Okay, I hit the collect all, which is not what I usually do. It's been a while since I've done a beta. All right, let me get some screenshots. This is a Vita for Vita enjoyers. A new Griseo for Griseo enjoyers. Miss me with that Vita Griseo ship though. I won't knock on it, but it is not for me. Whoa, Vita new stigmata. Yeah, let me just take a screenshot this way. I'm sure we'll take a look at these again later. Oh, this one doesn't have a... Cool, this is her new scythe. But I don't think that's the Priarm version. I think that's just a regular version. Here's the Priarm version. Very cool. Whoa! I haven't seen that outfit in forever. It's Vita Super Spy. They probably... I don't know if you've noticed, but they've been, like, sneaking in, like, bits of generated AI in the Stigmata art. It's been very disappointing. So I think they probably used AI to generate some of the background homays. Wouldn't be surprised. That, or they just took one and then just used, like, Photoshop melt warp tool. Woo! Stand in the background. Oh my god. Oh my god. Palatinus Equinox in the back. Super cool. We all thought that Rita peaked with her Rita Ancora, but actually, we're just getting started. You know all about these. We love these. Oh yeah, Helia has her Immortal Blades outfit. I think I'll just unlock her at S0. I don't think I'm gonna try to... Whoa, they gave us so many. so many. Of course, you know, a bunch of the old weapons too, because sometimes they forget to give us old stuff. You know, sheesh, even old stigmatas. I remember we used to complain a lot that we needed duplicate stigmatas for testing. So now I think they just, like, within a certain date range, they just give us everything. Well, I don't know. There's some stuff that goes as far back as, like, 2023 in here. Don't quite understand it, but I'll roll with it. I guess the weapon dupes are, like, if players wanted to test certain, like, gear refinements. And then also fragments for everything else, huh? Ooh, Astro Op. Astro Op stuff. Oh, this is the new minigame. Cool UI. I don't think any of this has actually story, though. I think usually these don't, you can't really play these. But it's fun to poke around. Oh! Hey! Auto Battle's back, boys! Part 2 Endure gonna maul because it's another Part 1 character. I mean, I think that's the way that they keep the game alive, right? They update Part 1 characters for Part 2. You guys ready for Auto Chess? Auto Chess is back, baby. Alright, so Auto Chess is back. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. I liked Honkai Auto Chess, that's for sure. How do I get to the damage check? Do we still have damage check in beta? Back in the day, we used to do this. Wait, let's check the shop. Oh, Yunoya! Oh my god! One of the goats of the EU server. Afri, Honkai Nexus Anima, ain't no way! Ain't no way! Alright, did they update the terminal? This is really redundant because like nobody cares about this gear anymore, but I'm still a little bit curious. One of the laggiest parts of all of Honkai Impact 3rd because of how far you gotta scroll down, how long it takes for all these assets to load. Okay, what's new? Xeno and Handle, probably already purchasable as of like patches ago. Man, Bastet's in here. Man, the Equinox set is in here. That's kind of neat, I guess. Any cool collectible weapons? Eden Pistols collectible now. Oh my god, Raven Bow. All these weapons that we used to struggle to get a copy of, they're like, here, you could just buy them now. But they still have not added blue resonators passively into the game, which I wish they would. Just make it part of like the weekly MA rewards or something. Here, have 1,000 blue rezos and 1,000 red rezos. Just hand it out. Please. You need to have a... Or make it part of, like, the Elysian Realm rewards, you know? So that feedback doesn't change. No reset on these stamps. No reset on that shop. Any new stamps in here? Fuhua stamps! Oh! FOV, baby! FOV! I'll actually have something to use my, I'll actually have something to farm towards. Exciting. FOV stamps. FOV stamps in Elysian Realm shop. Hooray! Hooray! I don't think this shop has updated. I think it's this... Oh. We already had Silverwing, right? Silverwing was already farmable for a while. I think so. I haven't looked in a bit. I think Silverwing was already farmable for a while, wasn't she? She might be new, because it does show up as willpowers. Flame Scion? Do I have Triple S Flame Scion? I think I have Triple S Flame Scion now. I can't remember. Oh, so okay. So mine must have already been Triple S from stamps. That's why I didn't see it. Yeah, I remember these two. So that's already... So nothing changed from 8.5. Cool. I'm glad you're here to let me know, because there's a lot that I haven't kept up with. This is like my first beta test in like a year. But, you know, the community for Honkai 3rd creators is very, very tight, so they still let me in. You know, do you need access? Are you still making content for HI3? Or did you do you need access into the creator Discord for HI3, or do you even want it? I don't even know. Everybody got sorted up. Konbanwa. Konbanwa. I don't have to be at work till 5:30 p.m. Very sophisticated. Where's Techno Phantom? Where's Techno Phantom? Somebody page Techno Phantom. He's like the biggest Rita fanboy in my chat for a non-meta player. Oh, that's cool. For not even having unlocked the character, you can actually view the appreciation mode. That's crazy, though. They did, hold on. How come I can't slide up and down? Okay, here we go. That's crazy, though. They did add those shaders I was talking about to the fabric. It really does have, like, that satin silk shimmer to it. This hair accessory is kind of crazy, though. I'm guessing it actually is her long hair, because they're, she usually has, like, a little bit of long hair. But it's not consistent. So here, it's tied up.
好奇这身装甲的来由吗？那是保持优雅。
Alternate reality Rita has long hair.
非常合身，但我的尺寸，舰长又是如何得知的呢？丽塔，恭候您的指示。新衣服好像比刚才的合身一些。这身作战服。 看起来是很珍贵的礼物。
I wish I could go back and get the wedding outfits without having to spend all that money. All right. All right, we're gonna do it. Unlock. Honkai Impact Third with the old school logo. Let me take a screenshot. Oh, so it's the weapon. It's the weapon scene where she's on her. Guys, why would they do this to us? why would they do this to us? Can I hide UI here? Hold on, can we... Wait, her eyes are closed. Why are her eyes closed? Imaginary type? Lightning? Time fracture? What was this? Paralyze. Time stop? Time frozen domain? Oh, I have to level her up to 80, don't I? Alright, so... I don't remember the time, the level gates for each individual skill, but I guess nowadays it's not hard to get to level 80. Oh my god. The attack is so low. Scythes. Cross scythes, greatsword? 大刀、十字架、镰刀。 No, scythes is with cannons. Cannons. Alright, well, I'm probably just gonna use the, imaginary things here, right? We have this. We can just use this. Keep old. Alright. We'll just use this. There, that fixes our problems. Instead of me facing the reality that my, my ability to read Chinese is just really bad. Also, this looks like it's traditional Chinese, which means I'm extra screwed. No way, that's not traditional Chinese. I'm just bad at Chinese. Sorry. Okay. This will solve our problem. This is a bit weird. Remember back when they used to have these, like, actually show up on the back? Like, if we look at this one. They used to actually be, like, red symbols on the back. And I guess ever since part 2, it's never been actually... It's never been the same way, huh? Has all the part 2 characters been like that? Probably. Yeah, ever since part 2, I guess. Because here, it's still the old school style. Oh. Easier to code this way? I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so, because all they have to do is just lay the translucent image on top rather than having to actually, like, make it stick to the mesh. Alright, let's get all these skills leveled up. I'm sure there's already skill translations out there. I'm not gonna worry too much about any of this, and I'm just gonna assume that S2 is gonna be pretty OP. And of course, if you can afford to double S, you just double S, right? Double S R1 or double S R3. Call it a day. Yunoya, you usually follow along pretty well, right? Like you've already seen some of the news that have been posted. Oh, this is a back. Okay. Oh, this will be another mini event. Cool. Work in progress. I don't have a lot of tutorial stages loaded. I don't remember how to get to test stage. I didn't see a damage check stage in the events either. Ooh. Nostalgic. Lita. Lita.
我只是一个，可别小看你的陈学姐。
Oh, the Astro Ops are all triple S. That could be a problem.
我只可别小看。
Bakshin! Hey, Never.
我是丽塔，丽塔洛斯威瑟。摇歪了，害怕了。
Nefer. The new Rita plays like Nefer from Genshin Impact. Even has the 3 clones on ult. And, you know, attacks with her legs. We were watching the dev interview on Miyosa. And they were like, well, she can't use her scythe because it's not sneaky enough. So we decided to save her scythe for, like, the ultimate. So what else can we do? 2 things. Hips and legs.
接招吧，承让。
When they ask if you're a tits or ass man, you say legs.
亲你，晚安，站稳了，承让，恰正在亲你，哈，请留步，看好了，亲你，晚安，站稳了。
So there's like a weapon follow-up, so 1, 2, 3, 4 into weapon follow-up, hold So whole one full meter you can charge. Oh, is that 2 charges of astral? That's kind of cool. So you can charge attack, and then you can tap weapon at the end of the charge attack, I think. Oh, I need to go back and change my elf button. Right? Elf button? My elf button's not quite right. Elf button? No, that's my ult. Hold on, what's the... Ooh. Oh, paralyzed trauma on weapon. Oh. You can solo weapon after dodging.
合作愉快。我想预约您今晚的档期，可以吗？
I think it suits her character. I think it definitely is, like, it's not, you know, part 1 Rita for sure. But I think it definitely suits that, like, oh, Rita Ancora vibe, you know? She's imaginary type. Wait, what is it saying? I have to have... Do I have to use the team that they give me? Yeah, definitely legs. Definitely legs. I wanted, let me play the character that I want to play. Oh, does it have to have lantern? Yeah, lantern. Oops.
我是丽塔，丽塔洛斯威瑟。摇歪了，害怕了，放轻松。真遗憾，轮到你了。害怕了，经理。看，接招吧，谢幕吧。全力以赴。好呀，到此为止，逃跑环节到此结束。任务开。别怕他们不气。晚安，放轻松，承让，真遗憾。别发呆，害怕了，轮到你了，站稳了。你该杀青了，停。承让，真遗憾。经理，晚安，放轻松。找到你了，谢幕吧。到
Oh my god, the QTE just fills her meter so fast. What in the heck? Wheel of Destiny! Wheel of Destiny! Not the Wheel of Destiny. Okay. But, so, she's Wheel of Destiny if she's leader. But, if she's support, she can be Law of Ascension, basically. You know what's crazy, though? Color scheme-wise, she's very, very much in line with the Yadari from Zenless. So maybe they were trying to, like, line up that marketing a little bit. Dude, this thing is still in here. They don't really have that many side stages available nowadays for testing. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. There's like, yeah, there's like a couple of these that are like, oh, type counter. I'm looking for like the like lightning weather type side stage. It is all just bosses. Oh, here's a side stage. That's a side stage. Is that Symphony Weather? That looks like Symphony Weather. Physical weather. Yeah, they don't have a lot of, like, lightning side stages to test. Oh, hell no. Yunoya, what's the EU Nirvana weather? Is that like 540 right now? So if she wants Wheel of Destiny, do we just... Something like this? $553. Jeez! And I thought, oh man. $553. Sheesh. Sheesh.
愿你安眠。纯真的羽翼将撕裂天阙，一切尽在掌中。有破绽，啊！请留步，别发呆。哈，吓到了吗？正在清理。别怕黑呀，请你谢幕吧。很突然吧？请你别眨眼，还差得远呢。轮到你了，歇息吧，别眨眼，看清了吗？接招吧，看好了，你该杀青，请比世界更敏锐的。
Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of buttons to push, guys. I spam my phantoms. But that was actually pretty neat.
晚安，哈，承让，闪亮登场，独行者，火力全开，哈，心坠于此。
I think getting used to the dancing part where she's like dodging and butterfly kicking.
看招，请留步，别发呆，哈，经理，轮到你了，放轻松，哈，嘘，别怕黑呀，以其听之，找到你了，看好了，正在燃。 太慢了，别眨眼，下着一啊！请留步，别发呆。
Okay, so decision-making factors is when you charge attack, I guess it's like, oh, if you need more damage, you let her kick drop before you tap weapon, but if you are trying to save time and just get the damage out, you can just tap weapon and go into the weapon joint attack. So that's a little bit cool as far as routing goes. Did Rita forget her sight? No, she's saving it for ultimate. And then the burst finishers, you know, Kagebunshin finisher. You can use the scythe for quick paralyze. Oh wait, that's her kicks. No, she's scything. Her icons are so cool though. Look at them in the lower left-hand corner. Like, they definitely wanted you to be able to see her legs in those icons. You don't like this? I don't blame you for not liking this, Nefer. I think it's fine though. Oh, that is cool. So when you switch her back in, she gets like some kind of joint follow-up or something. I do feel like I don't see it as completely out of character, but I do feel like, especially with Nefer being an earlier release, the gameplay from an animation standpoint does feel a little bit too close. Because Nefer is also like very flashy, fast kicking. Yeah, that was one thing that they were still saying was like, you know, they wanted to still show that she was fighting elegantly with the dress. And that she would still be able to use her scythe in the ult.
别怕黑暗，齐听请留步。看好了，听你的，歇息吧，还差得远呢。找到你了，别发呆，哈，很突然吧？晚安，太慢了，别赶紧，看清了吗？请留步，看好了，你该杀青了，停。
Okay, I think I understand what the burst is supposed to do now. And maybe with that burst oh, hang on. I don't have enough time. I have to... Wait, did they change this? I thought the last wave was, not bio units on this map. I thought this map was supposed to be... I guess this is like a new version of this map. For type counter. Cause it used to be mech, right? The heck is she tossing there? She's using knife hands and her heels. She's kicking with her heels. Yeah, she's kicking with her heels. Yeah, Fallen Rosemary was definitely the best Rita. I thought, like, Rita Ancora was okay. I liked it a lot, actually. I liked, like, some of the animations were really slow. But within that, you know, charge attack formula, I liked Rita Ancora. I just didn't like that they decided that the suit was mecha, but the design was not mech related at all, right? It was very imaginary element themed, but was designated as a mecha type. I didn't like that. Start of the outburst? Yeah, she throws her scythe, I think. She's using her scythe to do a lot of, like, projectile flinging. Oh, you can spam the weapon because she has a shadow clone that finishes her previous action. Okay, so from here, she finger guns the camera. Oh, she throws one of her ghosts. That's how you summon the Phantom. Okay, so you do want to weapon tap when you charge. Because the ghost will complete the previous charge action. Okay, so charge weapon tap. And then you can just spam weapon to fill meter. Send second ghost. Dance, dance, dance. Oh, damn it, too slow. Okay, so I gotta figure out the timing on that.
全开，星坠于此，我都愿你安眠，和星星一同，没入被遗忘的世界吧。有破绽呀！谢幕了呀！连命都晚安，哈！正在清理，轮到你了，放轻松。呀，找到你了，看好了。别怕，三才，别发呆，听着。人，晚安，太慢了，歇息吧。找到你了，谢幕了呀！很突然吧？请你，轮到你了，别改点，太慢了。别改点，你该杀青了。行，还有什么话想说呢？不然，永远没机会。
This is a secret shadow dash. It's like Lantern with the shadows. I would say that compared to Lantern you're mashing basic attack. Here you're mashing the weapon. You're mashing weapon active. The original Vita. Hey, Kronos. Okay, so I'm glad we figured out that you want a weapon, you want a joint attack on a charge attack every time. Rather than, waiting. Because your clone, again, your clone will finish the action. So that you're overlaying two actions at once. Oh, there's a... Yeah, so... do they explain what that meter is on the side? Oh, if you non-QTE swing in, you get a free ghost. That lets you joint... Basically, it lets you do like a phantom... If you non-QTE switch in, you basically get like a burst, like a mini burst here. That's kind of cool. Oh, but not every time. I wonder what the condition is for that. Do I need to have charged a little bit? Huh. Interesting. Or maybe it's like your first non-QTE swap in after a burst you get one charge of Phantom or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge, throw. And that leaves me with enough time to ult and finisher. Okay. I think that timing works. So burst, charge weapon, Phantom 1, basic until you see the whoosh whoosh whoosh, mash weapon until you have full meter, charge weapon. It's weird, it's like you have to do 2 basics before you can start doing the dancing. And by dancing, I mean mashing the weapon. And then once you're full meter, charge into joint weapon, throw second phantom, and rinse and repeat. And then hopefully you finish your second charge attack, or your third charge attack, rather. You finish your third charge, and then you ult into weapon finisher. So weapon is the... So weapon after ult is how you end your burst early, I think. Oh! I guess we need to find out what her... I guess she has, like, an execute?
我只是一个学生，不会再孤单了啊！上去哪？可别，不会再孤单啊！上去哪儿？哎呦，咱这身行头合适。该开始今天的功，可别小看你的陈学姐，交给我吧。不会再孤单了。
Do I have to run Serapium for Wheel of Destiny? I don't have to, right? Or does she benefit from Serapium best? Oh man, I thought I could get away with not having Serapium. All right, so what's the next best if I don't have Serapium? Also, does she support Wheel of Destiny? She does support Wheel of Destiny. Oh no. Oh no.
我是丽塔，丽塔洛斯威瑟。啊呀，听你摇歪了，承让真遗憾。我是丽塔，丽塔洛斯。
Raven, send me the ref. Once you find it, I have to do it later. Even though I'm in Red Lotus and I probably...
害怕了。闪亮登场，这便是独行星间。
Probably will just Unga Bunga.
障碍消除，心坠于此，愿你安眠，一切尽在掌中。纯真的羽翼将撕裂天阙。有破绽了，别紧张呀，瞄准你的心了。绝命的舞步找到你了，谢幕了。呀，嘘，别怕黑呀，大家，接招吧，看好了。人，别眨眼，太慢了，请留步，别发呆。不会太痛。想知道我的身份？可惜，你的时间不多。啊呀！啊！承让。啊呀！
Oh no, mini games.
承让。
God, there's mini games.
真遗憾，快躲开啊！别跟丢了，独行者，火力全开，心坠于此，愿你安眠，一切。
I guess you get buffs based on those, like how many you kill. So you have to dodge, counter, and... So I only got 3, so I only got 3 buffs.
别怕黑呀，大家，谢幕了。呀，很突然吧？正在清理。晚安，别眨眼。看清了吗？别发呆。哈，人，轮到你了，接起吧，太慢了，下个注意啊。接招吧，看好了。任务结束，希望下一次您还是我的搭档。
Okay. How's the battle suit feel? Oh, her weapon combo has shell transfer? Okay. How's the battle? I think her battle suit feels very fun to play. I think the buttons feel good to press. It is very much like that streamlined style of Part 2 character where you're gonna just be like, you know, QTE in and you can just charge combo or charge attack right away into a weapon join attack. So everything is kind of like streamlined for you in a lot of ways. If you want to do like manual solo play, it's a four count basic string into a weapon follow up, and that's how you fill your meter. But it takes like 2 rotations of that to fill it naturally without QTE. So I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of like Elysian Realm gimmicks around that. So that could be fun for Elysian Realm. I think the animations look great. I think they really, as far as delivering on the whole, like, sexy spy side of Rita, I think that, they achieved that 100%. We were watching the video, the developer interview video, Mikey, and the combat animation guy was like, hips and legs. Hips and legs. What is she gonna use if she's not using her scythe? Hips and legs. So... she does use her scythe in a couple of special moves.
丽塔洛斯威瑟，斗行者与我同行，限制解除。别走神啊！别一点也不痛啊！随落花，一同飞散吧。我是丽塔，丽塔洛斯威瑟，斗行者与我同行，限制解除。快来！哇，嘿，恕我告辞。别眨眼了，随落花，一同飞散吧。
What's her typing? She is imaginary type. She's imaginary. She's not real. My type.
还是少不了斗行者与我同行，限制解除。
Yeah.
星坠于此，愿你安眠。一切尽在掌中，和星星一同，没入被遗忘的世界吧。有破绽了，这朵花送你。随落花，一同飞散吧。有破绽呀！使命的舞步找到你了，别发呆。
Oh, I see it. I see it. It does have that shell transfer there. Great.
轮到你了。你该杀青了。乞丐有什么话想说呢？
I'm guessing I'm supposed to do this
永远有机会。
while before the first shell breaks.
我是丽塔，丽塔洛斯威瑟。还是少不了我。斗行者与我同行，限制解除。星坠于此，愿你安眠。一切尽在掌中。全知的羽翼将撕裂天阙。一点也不痛啊。
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Wheel of Destiny, to be honest. I do feel like Lantern style Wheel of Destiny makes the most sense to me, which is why I feel like this Rita doesn't feel as bad to play. I think the only thing that is like mildly annoying is after you throw the Phantom and you have to go into the dancing, you have to basically spam attack until your button lights up. for dancing. And I'll show you here in a second. Right? So I do the joint attack charge, do the thing, and we're gonna everybody is kung fu dancing. So double drop kick, right? You have your ghost drop kick and your weapon drop kick. I'm gonna throw the phantom. So phantom's out. I have to do that swooshy swoosh. Oh, hold on. It's like swooshy swoosh into an overhead before I can start doing the dancing kicks. And I think that little bit of pausing is a little... It throws you off your combat flow, right? You want to just get into the next thing, but you have to do a preparatory action before you can get into the next thing. Gabriel Fox, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is there any way I can do a better opener? Usually it's like you prep mecha and you wait for the reset, right? But for some reason it's proccing Alicia's QTE. So I can't just normal switch back. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Okay, so this does pass through. So the finisher joint attack also does pass through. So you can see that the core is taking damage here. And it looks like we get some refund on our astral meter. Oops. This is remember when we had to do this with Flame Scion? It was such a pain in the butt killing the stupid orbs. Oh my god. Holy shit, I'm not doing any damage. Where's my damage? Okay, so weapon is that also execute. 69! That's for Simser. You know where the damage is? The damage is on that next copy of Rita when you upgrade to S2. How about that? You need to pull a couple more copies of that weapon too for them rank ups. I guess overall it's more or less what I would expect. Imagine this Rita is the next hot in terms of longevity. I don't think we're gonna get that level of longevity anymore in Part 2 Chronos. I think it's gonna be like, if you don't have Vita, you're probably gonna use her as your next best lightning option. when I was piloting Toki's account earlier in the week, and it was Wolf, right? Wolf you need Vita for. But he didn't have Vita on the account, so it was like, okay, I guess we're playing Helia. Well, instead of playing Helia, I guess you just play Rita. The last Rita was also given for free. And I think that also was right. Back when Hot solved all your problems. Well, here's the thing nowadays, Kronos, is that they're not relying on Lightning Weather niche and mech enemy niche, mech type enemies anymore, right? They have so many, like, type niches for enemies and weathers that you don't really, I don't think we're ever gonna get back to that, like, one character solves all your problems in the same way. Obviously they're gonna shill the newest character more throughout the 9-week patch, but I think the only time you really see that now is if you're in, like, Agony 2 or below, where you can kind of brute force with one really well-built team. I don't think Nirvana is ever gonna go back to that, Kronos. Yunoya, what does extreme weather do? Because I think flying fish is in here. Was that the one? I saw it in here earlier when we were looking through. You said extreme weather? Oh, Grail of Infinitude buff. Okay. I guess that means it would be the Grail of Infinitude icon. Rhymestar, baby! Rhymestar, baby! Lightning down. Ice immune. Rhymestar, baby. Once upon a time, chat, before Pink Sakura Priarm, we did what was known as the triple slash, and it was so awesome. Oh my god, it was so awesome. Yeah. Yeah! Grail of Infinitude. I like Grail of Infinitude. I especially Grail of Infinitude off the end of Law of Ascension. I think that was like a good... I feel like Grail of Infinitude is what Wheel of Destiny should have been. Right? That's like, okay, you're emphasizing one character, but you can still swap in and get some buffs and then go back to that character for the finisher. I think going back to Wheel of Destiny is just really weird. And I think, honestly, that's probably part of the reason I didn't enjoy year 1 of part 2 that much, was because, like, we just got... It's like, okay, we got our starter trio, Senadina, Coralie, Helia. And then it was like, all right, but now here's Wheel of Destiny, Thelema, and Lantern, right? Thelema had some cool stuff in her kit, but playing Wheel of Destiny just did not feel good. I think Lantern had a lot of potential, because I think her concept is cool, but her gameplay was not that enjoyable, right? Like, Later on, I started understanding the lantern rhythm, like fitting double alts was kind of cool. Later on, once I figured out the rhythm for that, but getting to that point was really annoying, right? Like farming for the astral power, juggling the stellar shift or whatever that it is when you combo and you refill a bunch, like the nuances of getting to burst with lantern felt not good. Also, like, I don't know, it just felt like a missed opportunity. Yeah, Senadina being completely benched while being on the team, like, she's like, at least give us like an off-field, at least give Senadina off-field QTE if she's in a Wheel of Destiny team, right? Like, it sucked going from peak part 1 gameplay and then regressing backwards into a beta state. Exactly, yeah, year 1 was like Astral Ring beta. But, like, imagine if Senadina had off-field QTE and off-field ult in a Wheel of Destiny team. Like, how sick would that have been? That would have been amazing! Like, you had to press a button to get your breach refresh, rather than just, like, it just automatically happens, you know? Okay, so Vita is kind of like the is Vita like kind of just the best buffer right now for elemental teams? Even though I feel like Vita's a little slow. Yeah, Law of Ascension definitely made the game fun for me. Oh yeah, Sleepy Teresa. Sleepy Teresa is does lightning buffs. I don't even have Sleepy Teresa on my account, so I don't even know how she plays. Yeah, I'm actually very surprised how much mileage Vita has granted players as far as being like elemental support for part 2. I just get annoyed that her animations are so slow in a lot of ways. Eunoia, for Sleepy Terry, what's the buff condition? Is it like I have to ult on her? Like QTE in, ult, and then switch out? I guess I need to start saving up so I can pull for her on a rerun and also get Serapium, huh? I don't want to get Serapium. That was the whole point I pulled Chenshui. I was like, I didn't have to go back for double S Serapium. My favorite, again, and this is why Law of Ascension is so fun, you just have to QTE. Don't have to ult. Just QTE. It's great. Time to triple S Serapium? No, I think if I can just afford double S Serapium, that would be nice, but I'm spending a lot on other hobbies, so I don't know if I'll get to that point. Oh! I missed.
轮到你了，承让，我才攻，换班时间到，斗心者，火力全开，星坠于此，愿你安眠，一切尽在掌中。纯知的羽翼将撕裂天阙。别发呆，哈！嘘，别怕黑呀！大家看好了，吓到了吗？听你，晚安，别眨眼，太慢了，下次注意啊！请留步，谢幕了，呀，很突然吧？轮到你了，歇息吧。看我的表现，如何？还有什么话想说呢？不然，永远没机会了。任务结束，希望下一次您还是我的搭档。
Speaking of World Star, didn't we have a suit recently that went back to World Star? And it was, yeah, Sailey. That was the weirdest thing, trying to play the Shadow Knight fight with Sailey and realizing, oh. 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 It's like that. Paul said it's pretty bad. Who, Sailey or the new Rita? I think the flow was okay, but I couldn't really tell if the damage felt right or not. Sailey for mobbing? I mean, if you have Elysia support, Elysia can gather everything for you. And yeah, she does have her own gather with the weapon, too. Okay, was there anything else you guys wanted to check out in the beta? Just want to look at Rita. Just look at Rita a little bit longer. Show Rita bikini outfit. Hold on, hold on. I always thought that the horn ornaments, accessories for this one was really good. But I guess this one always had it too as part of her maid headband. Hanafuda Oyabun.
看起来是很珍贵，为您效命，舰长大人。
I actually like Phantom Iron's default one. It has a very, very good cyberpunk aesthetic with the like the vinyl skirt. I think that transparent vinyl skirt is like super underappreciated design.
这身作战服看起来
I won this figure from a MiHoYo streaming contest
保持
once.
优雅，是为您效命。
Okay, here it is.
这身作战服看起来是很珍贵的礼物。
This one was free from an event. Hoyoverse definitely likes adding sarongs to the beach fits to help amplify the silhouette. I think this being patterned after a beach, like the sand on the waves, is actually pretty cool. Really cool texture. E0, S0, and 77. Nice, congrats. You have the Maid of Celestia figure? Yeah, me too. Mine's still in the box, though. Mine is still in the box. I have a lot of Hoyoverse stuff just still in the box. I just haven't been able to bring myself to take out. That they added just to cover the butt? Partially.
该签收新的任务指令了。丽塔，恭候您的指示。
Oh yeah, this one was also the one where they did a lot of the, like, you know, oh, she's QTEing in, better give her some, like, pole dance moves.
协议生效，特工丽塔，感谢您的信赖。
What the hell are those animations? Those are twirling moves, you know, for twirling. It's for the you know, gooners and goonettes. Strong bad woman. Third 50-50 win in 2 years. Didn't they add a pity? Oh, wait. They added protection in Genshin for that, right? There's bad luck protection in Genshin, but I guess it doesn't exist in Star Rail? Because right now in Genshin, it's like after you lose 3 50-50s, after you get the guarantee on the next one, if you lose like 3 50-50s in a row, the next time you're up for a 50-50, you get that like spark fate or whatever. You know one thing though, I do feel like them adding those extra like satin shaders on the dress, it does kind of take it out of the Honkai 3rd art style. I think it looks great, but I definitely feel like it does take it out of the art style a little bit.
可爱的小粉丝，有 有没有想我呢？前面的路很安全。嚯，埃尔德什赫利亚装备完毕，正在等待任务指令。我是您的任务。
It kind of feels too 3D for a game that's supposed to be emulating 2D animation style with its graphics.
是新的旅程。在下李素商。
I guess it's okay, like you have it on metal and whatnot.
装备完毕，正在等待任务指
But
令。
maybe the art director was like, okay, we need to really make it look fancy. It's kind of crazy how low that cut is to the backside. Also, her eyes are a little bit bugged here in the menu.
让我们一起一声笑。特工丽塔，感谢您的信赖。
All right. I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna go hang out and just veg out for a little bit, and then I guess get ready for work. We'll do our usual night stream when I get home from work and whatnot. Overall, I would say this is probably like in terms of total design, right? Gameplay wise, not ignoring numbers tuning, because numbers tuning they could always change something. But in terms of gameplay flow, visual design, sound effects, and whatnot, I'd probably say this is probably like a C+ to maybe a B+ character. I think the visual design is great. I think the decision to not incorporate the scythe does hurt the sentiment from longtime fans. I think using kicks and making her kind of like a legs brawler is a little bit too close to Nefer from Genshin. And also using shadow clones, right? I feel like motif and design wise, that's a little bit too close. But overall, I don't hate this, you know. I think the color scheme works. I think these menu screen poses is a little bit fan servicey. But you know, right, at the end of the day, this game, it is what it is. So all right, we'll play more Honkai 3 8.6 beta later on. For the most part, it's pretty neat. In some ways, it is just more of the same. I think the stigmata art's okay. Whoa, she's using an umbrella to pour the tea. I wonder if one of her idle animations is where she pulls out the gun. Yeah, I don't know. The specular shader on the fabric, the material shader on the fabric just throws me off a lot.
新年使者有求必应，来合个影吧。
Because it really does feel like traditionally,
出发吧。
apart from a few metal highlights, you know, like for any fabric.
唯有饿了。你好，你好。今天会邂逅什么样的危险呢？
I don't think we have that on most of the other material in that way.
西纳迪亚，随时和过去一样。新的航行计划。
Oh, I guess. Look at how shiny the fabric feels here.
你手心的温度，令人怀念。哎呀，我想和大家一起战斗。协议生效，特工丽塔，感谢您的信赖。跨越无垠的时空。 星光终于与我们相遇。
Yeah, I mean this dive suit. It doesn't really suit her character, does it? It looks plastic. I mean, again, right? It's because they don't use this type of material shader for the fabric that often. Yeah, I feel like this outfit was like forced fan service, and it doesn't really suit her character that well. But I think this is a recolor, right? Yeah, it's a recolor. I feel like this recolor is pretty good. It has like that Prometheus vibe to it. But again, right? Like this is again that whole thing that I was trying to make a point of is like they do so much better with flat colors for the fabric texture than when they do shaders on the material. The shaders just breaks the art style way too much.
那个不完美的故事正在变成我们任务目标验证完成，今天也在崩坏3相遇了呢。新衣服，那么先进行耐高温和抗变形的测试。先说好，你看，不论何时何地。
Like even Elysia's white fabric doesn't have like crazy shaders that way.
愿时光，星星们住的地方会是什么样子的呢？原来这就是你喜欢的颜色吗？
This outfit is a tragedy. Oh, the Griseo swimsuit. Like, I think it was. I like it in terms of the silhouette, but like, it is definitely gratuitous, especially for this character. That said, they made the hydro pipes feel a little bit more believable than ye old Sentis. Like this one was a little bit crazy.
跨越无垠的时空，星光终于与我们相遇。
And again, it's really it's real low cut on the back. It's just terrible. Yeah. Well, that's okay. We'll have this one. Speaking of which, they haven't added color swaps in a while for Battle Pass, right? I haven't seen color swap outfits from Battle Pass in a long, long time. That 2000 low rise, oh yeah. So I hope that they will add to the regular ticket shop all the old Battle Pass color swaps. I think at this point, like, who cares that you didn't buy Battle Pass for, you know, 2-3 years, like 5 years ago? I think all those should be put into the regular ticket shop. At least that'll motivate some casual players to do the consistent login. I think adding blue resonators as a regular source would be good. Oh, MG's playing Star Rail. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys over to MG. I'm gonna log out and just, like, check on my laundry or something. Okay. I think he's doing story, right? GG's. Thanks all for tuning in for the beta stream.